Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello, everybody,
Without a
and
doubt, it is the
welcome to
week's
today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And as you can see, we've already started here. Thuram. And it's Neymar. Pass is just off target. And he's quick to get it clear again. But they've got it again. There is the supremely talented Jack Wilshere. I wonder what sort of a role he's going to have here, Jim.
Well, he's very versatile, so I suspect he might play a combination of deep-line midfielder, but also get forward and be a box-to-box threat.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rummenigge actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Costa Curta, Dixon, and now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Neymar. Well read, nice interception. So we're still where we started right now. No, that's been intercepted. That's a nicely measured pass. Romario. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Thuram. Ernest. Thuram. Neymar. Guardiola. That's really well manoeuvred. Van Balten promptly onto that, and that is that. Ernest. 15 minutes till half-time. Saka. And it's Conte. Neymar. Can he get it through? Oh, that's well spotted. Serginho. And he's picked out the run. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Neymar. Some really good ball movement. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Krikoumia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And there is the half-time whistle. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better. At least
Just the goal. Tries a shot! They've done it! The second half off to a spectacular start.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Time and again they are repelled. Rummenigge. And it's Neymar. Thuram. Conte. Look at the can he finish? It's there! And the lead lost, no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Guardiola. Rodri did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That has not gone well. Salah. Rummenigge. That is good strength.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Threads one in. And he welcomes it in. And here's Thuram. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Wilshere. Serginho. Rummenigge. That is a great pick out. He's beaten the last man. And the finish! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Rummenigge fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
It's their second corner of the game. That has been knocked clear.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Ernest. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last flick.
That's been cut out, well played. And the referee brings it to a close. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How would you sum up what we've witnessed? Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Griezmann. He's a sharp little ball here. Now the finish! They scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Van Dijk. Fiddles it through. Oh, super ball. He's got away. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the shot! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal. It just got caught napping.
Smartly reclaimed. Gallagher. Vinicius. Oh, can he finish? Oh, that was close. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Salah. That is a great, decent hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ruben Neves clears. Oh, that's an inviting ball. He could be in here. No, that was never going to make it. Deftly away. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Griezmann. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Oh, good-looking ball. Serginho. And here's Mohamed Salah. Rummenigge. Gallagher. Foden. Dixon. Mateus. Ernest. And here's Mohamed Salah. And he's in on goal. Mateus unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, that is one way to stop him. Looking for the run. Oh, the shot could be on here.
The minutes has been indicated.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now that's well seen too. Griezmann. Well, there's the clearance. And there's the end of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. It's Salah! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared. Rummenigge. And now they can spring out of defence. Serginho. That's been intercepted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really...
Foden! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Foden really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That has been knocked clear. Van Nistelrooy! Goal! And again they hit the front. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Well, this is what we've been waiting. It's one!
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
It's a throw-in. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mohamed Salah.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Nicely intercepted. Van Dijk changes him with that pass. Good spot, he's seen the run. Vinicius Junior. Guardiola. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, he's been Griezmann! And it's in! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt,
and
it is the
welcome
week's
to
most
today's match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. He'll try from distance. Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. And now they can belch one. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Back into the middle. Oh, well played. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Salah. Ernest. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. No, that's been intercepted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Rummenigge. It's a smartly directed ball. Ernest. Always onto this. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And he was quick to react.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Olise kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ernest. Pass is just off target. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. 5 minutes till the break.
Players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset. It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Played into space out wide. Oh, that's a key interception. Serginho. Still just a single goal between the sides.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Spread out to the left. The less said about that pass, the better. Guardiola. And they're quick to get it back. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's there to belt it away. Passing nice and neat. Chance to finish. It is a very, very good save.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
And he was alert to it. Danger averted for now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Laid back in.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, that's an inviting ball. Oh, well played, well played. And he's managed to get rid. I think we're just about done here.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there goes the final whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No doubt.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there. Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Up he goes! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Quality ball. Leicester spots it and intercepts. And we're not going to make any further progress now. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Schneider has a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
And here's Foden. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tries a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Batistuta. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Well, it's certainly not a drama affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Mateus. And it's Beckham.
Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vito Baia.
Mbappe! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rummenigge. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah was alert to the possibilities, but in the end, it's Salah! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Terrific header! And he's there to melt it away. Koundé cuts out the pass. It's really well cleared. Beckenbauer. And he's intervened well there. Rummenigge shapes the shoot! It's there!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
It's Batistuta. Back into the middle. Big header! That's a half-decent try. Mateus. And he welcomes it in. It's one! It's in! And they're at it again! In double quick time!
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming?
There's the shot! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
It is now time for
A
a
half
special
of massive entertainment
Please grab
and
the tickets you were given when
excitement.
you were
A
walking through the
two-goal
gate.
margin, yes, but all things still possible. Here's the start of the second half. You won't be happy with that one. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Beckham. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Batistuta, can he finish? Oh, it's come loose. This. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time.
The attendance for this match was
Oh, good read.
72,300.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Beckham.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Serginho. Well played. That has knocked out the danger. This. Rummenigge. Might be danger here. Now the finish! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, shooting chance! It's a lovely, neat pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Now it's Mohamed Salah! Loose ball now, and there's a... Oh, what has happened here? Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Foden. Mbappe. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Guardiola. Mateus has created one goal already. Lovely ball and a real chance. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
Corner number 3 coming up. And he's there to clear it. And it's Guardiola. And now it's a race for the ball. And he's following up! Oh, he's been caught napping!
Mohamed Salah really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And here's Mohamed. It's Salah! And he has kept it out somehow. And that is that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. Salah. That has been cut short. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's gone forward. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well, here's a guy, Jim, whose position you would certainly understand, and indeed his club was your club also. What do you see as the key role for Trent Alexander-Arnold?
I don't think we've seen a defender, let alone a fullback, so technically accomplished as he is. His main job is in the final third, producing telling passes. Defensively,
Mateus! Too close for comfort. Costa Curta. And that interception was most necessary.
that's great positioning, so good from him.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. Adams. Ernest. Mateus. Played out to the right.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Messi. Mateus. Rummenigge. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the runner. And there's green grass ahead of him. Serginho. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And he's intervened well there. And that has been cleared. Now it's Messi. Havertz. Oh, important interception. Now it's Owen. Brilliantly cut out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a little off target. Rummenigge. The pass is intercepted. That's a nicely measured pass. Adams. Tchouameni. Well timed. Excellent interception. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Havertz looking to run onto it. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. Reflections on the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. So first half draw, no goals. Guardiola. Mateus. Oh, he's trying to finish! And he can clear it away. Serginho. second half, and still they're three hits. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Best. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Nicely intercepted. It's Rivaldo. Celtic, I think they tend to be here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and
It's well, now he's going for goal. It's there. Finally, the deadlock is broken.
well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Adam makes the interception. Gets him better, and so did he. Well read, nice interception. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Salah. Quick to press here, right on top of them. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Going to be disappointed with that. Reception, his positioning was spot on. That is a little undercooked. Mateus. Serginho.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. And it's Owen. And here's Rivaldo. He might be in here. And that will be the final act. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have... Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibel spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here. Works it forward. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Foot in. Gets his pass away. It's played into space. That has been cut short. you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle. And when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Cavani dominates aerially so often. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's intervened well there. Now it's Cavani. Oh, good ball. And he's there to get it away. He's only too happy to take that back. And that could set him on his way. Decent hit! Has a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Passing is crisp and sharp. He is through here. There's the hit. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Upamecano gets it away. Now then, the ball's come loose. Rummenigge. Cavani. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goals. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. And that was very necessary. Ball's gone out of play. Hernandez, can he get onto this? And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Deftly done. Well, nicely intercepted. He's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
This match was 71,898.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, terrible pass. Nice ball, big chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Guardiola. This, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well.
It's their second corner of the game. Palmer with the clearance. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Nicely aimed pass. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. He's felt that, hasn't he? Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
He rises! And he's gone looking for safety.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Rummenigge. Now it's Mbappe. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, played right into his path. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's quick to get it clear again. Just 5 minutes left. Well read, nice interception. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mateus. He's been picked out.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Serginho. And here's Mbappe. Mateus. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And the counter is on. And that will be the final act. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So what do you think? So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome
Hello,
to everybody who has
welcome
joined
to
us for this
today's match.
unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibel spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here. That's a little off target. Oh, well played, well sorted out. David Villa.
Darren Fletcher will be key here. It's going to be down to him to dictate the tempo of this game.
He's the sort of player, isn't he, that the team turns to in tough times.
Yeah, he's going to have to do an awful lot because of his position. Regaining possession, shielding and covering that defence, distributing the ball and carrying it up the pitch at times. He's always willing to go that extra mile.
David Villa, Roberto Baggio, Mateus. It's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, super fine. Rummenigge. Goal!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Rummenigge, Mohamed Salah. Oh, he's bustling, shapes the shoots. It's there. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Mbappe, that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Curtis. David Villa. Oh, that's a nice ball. Olise, he's away. Olise! And that has fair fizzed.
The keeper felt he had that covered. Some of the crowd were less convinced. It was really well drilled.
Olise going face to face with his great rival. Beckenbauer attempts a clearance. Half time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Big chance! Really well taken goal. Right back in the game.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
And claimed it back swiftly. Mohamed Salah.
Oh, good taking.
Rummenigge! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Guardiola. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills. The crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half this.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Rummenigge. Good-looking ball.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top. Great chance! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious.
Oh, terrible. And in! He's got a goal! And the comeback is complete. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
So we have a breakthrough. Now, how will things develop from here?
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Deftly away. Always onto this. And he's running through. Decent hit! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And here's Mohamed Salah. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his Mohamed Salah! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Aim forwards. That's been won straight back. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Hernandez can get it clear. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
3 minutes at a time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Ernest. Guardiola. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
And we
So,
come
Jim, how
to
do
you
you
now.
reflect? Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. As you can see, we've already started here. Rummenigge. It's run loose here. Otto promptly onto that, and that is that. That's beautifully weighted. Rummenigge. That is good alertness. He's played him through. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's had it taken off him. Mateus, Rummenigge, Mohamed Salah. And it's Neymar. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Mateus.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Salah. Van der Vaart cuts out the pass. Raul, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Mohamed Salah, and that's a go! It's there! First blood drawn.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Oh, super find. The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Mateus. Rummenigge. He's under a lot of pressure there. Stood up well to him there. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Serginho. Ernest. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And he cuts out the supply, and it's Messi. And here's Batistuta. And Batistuta! And that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Neymar. Droll.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Make sure that's not getting through. And the first 45 minutes are up. And it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. That's a foul, simple decision. It's a quick one. Messi, steaming on. Great hit! And the ball's come loose here.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Foot in. Messi going face to face with his great rival.
The attendance for this match was
And again, the keeper stands strong.
Messi can only think of disappointment right now, but he'll get to appreciate just how good that save was. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Great ball, and he's in here. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. It's a lovely, neat pass. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And the shot! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Rummenigge demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Chance! It's in! Right back in the game!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline.
Mateus! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Rodri. Messi.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell.
And the finish! They've done it! Barcelona are back in business.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Serginho. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here.
There will be
Steps
5
in.
minutes added
Oh,
time.
shooting chance! And that is doing no harm at all. Otto picks it up out wide. He's in, decent hit! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Neymar.
Desperate defending required here.
Is number 27, Serginho.
And the shot! That's the last act of a game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. These have got underway here pretty promptly. Great hits! Hidetoshi Nakata, genuine legend, not just of Japan, but actually Asian football in general.
Yeah, absolutely, Peter. Someone in many ways who was one of the first Asian pioneers to really succeed in European football.
Yeah, an excellent. And Torres! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
And he was quick to react. Ernest. And Serginho. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Belly. Oh, easy pickings there. Rummenigge. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Might want to be careful there.
Rummenigge! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Rummenigge just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Rummenigge. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And we have our very first corner. And he's managed to get rid. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Mohamed Salah. Oh, he's burst through. Bayer catches it safely. Nearly half an hour gone here. Looking here to chip it through. And he welcomes it in. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there. And evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Gerrard gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is ended up in no man's land. Beckenbauer. He's a sharp little ball here. Guardiola kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's had a hit! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
1 minute added time.
Deftly done. That's a shade optimistic. Dixon. And the first 45 minutes are up. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. The midway point of the game.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far. And
it's the cutter! And he's really put himself on the line here. Oh, what a climb! What a wonderful goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
And that's a decent hit!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
The message is clear. None shall pass. Fernando Torres. Now that is a hefty challenge. Colo-Colo have their second corner now. Has a shot! And that has fair fizzed.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Gerard, a player who needs no introduction. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And it's Salah. This. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Bellingham. Bellingham! He's done very well to get to that.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Number 20.
Colo-Colo have their third corner.
Coming on the field is
Costa Curta is there and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Well timed, excellent interception. Guardiola. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. Tries to think it through. Casillas, will they claim to that?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's a look and plays it forward. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ernest. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there's green grass ahead of him.
now the finish. And yes, it's there. They have stolen level at the last.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's beaten the...
He's had a hit. Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof. The goal scorer.
And that really is so...
Number 40.
That's that, the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. From those players, what unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.